how long did it take you to, I guess, write the song,
Complete the entire process of it?
Yeah.
I'd probably say like a year and a half, because I was making music, but I didn't have a project concept in my head until I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and he was just like, "What story do you want to tell?" And I was like, "That's a great question." It's like introduction to the world of me being an artist, and so, you know, I tell stories with dance and with acting, and I was like, "What story does Jazlyn want to tell?" And I just kind of thought of something that I've struggled with recently, which was, I think, my identity. I think growing up.
Next question.
Oh, there it is.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Just
Right
lead
into
right
it.
into
Yeah,
it.
get right into it.
I think I grew up very sure of myself. As a child, I was, you know, fearless. I was confident. Just like strong, independent. Like, I know what I want. You can't tell me otherwise.
It's a live office, y'all.
So a lot going on in here.
Like, should I wait?
No, I think
Keep
go ahead.
going?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
They get the real.
And then, yeah, I think recently I was just, you know, you go through experiences, you experience other people that make you question who you are, and you kind of naturally dim your light. And so, you know, each song is a reflection of different identities I've had in my head. Like, do I follow the world? Do I follow God? Do I be a bad bitch that, you know, all the songs are promoting, which is fine, but for me, it doesn't resonate with me. And like, do I love myself? Do I hate myself? Do I be perfect, or do I be like just flawed and human? So it's just like all the different things that I was like battling, like, who do I want to be and who am I? And yeah, just kind of like that conflict, because I was always so confident and sure of who I was. And then you grow up and
life
hits you. Yeah.
I think that's beautiful to even consider in your head. So the fact that you say it out loud and then can write songs about it and then record it and then put it out for the world to hear and then hear it for the rest of forever. You have to be a strong person to get through that and to sit with that. So shouts out to you, because I know somebody else is out there dealing with that, and you don't know how your music is going to help and how art pushes somebody else to just keep going. So
thank you.
Yeah, thank you, because I was really feeling that project. Like, wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had
what are
no
your
idea
favorite
what
songs on the project?
Probably Lead Me to Love.
Yeah.
Lead Me to Love. It's funny, too, because I was like, God, I don't want to put this out.
But those are always the songs.
Those are always the ones.
Those are always the ones.
Always. And I always say, like, the
hardest.
things that you want to hide about yourself are the things people most want to see. So, you know, that song, I was like, this was difficult to record. It was difficult to write. And I was like, you know, someone's going to need it. And that's been the one song that people have consistently been like, this, like, my friend texted me, like, I've been 1 year sober, and it feels like God's, like, touching my hand.
I was just about to say, there's light in that stuff.
I was like,
that's great.
Yeah.
She said, I'm going to hold your hand as I say this.
Yeah.
We need more.
No. Yeah. No, it's coming.
That.
It's coming.
I ain't going to rush you, because good things, like you said, sometimes you have to go through something to give people what they need to experience it. You gotta, you gotta go through it to put it out. So shouts out to you for just getting through it.
Thank you.
Putting it out. But
shout out to my parents. They've been holding me down.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
You have any other musical influences besides your parents?
I mean, like, people I look up to and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely Stevie Wonder. He's my guy. Stevie Wonder, Beyonce, she's just an insane performer and vocalist. Jill Scott, D'Angelo, like, just Donnie. So many, like, there's so many to list, but yeah.
I like that. That's a solid list. You know what I asked somebody? This is, you know, I'd be going on tangents, but if you had to rank them 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Jill Scott, Lauryn Hill, Badu.
You go first. Because I already know the answer, and you're gonna be mad because of who number 3 is.
How are you ranking it? Are we ranking it writing, vocally, style?
However,
give us a.
You know what? And I'm gonna make it easier. Let's go the Miseducation. Let's go by album instead of as artist spirit.
Okay.
Period. Is that fair?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Do we want to do Mama's Gun or
no Baduism?
Baduism. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Baduism and
Jill Scott's first album.
1, 2, 3.
Damn.
I think that made it a little harder, low key, but that's how we're gonna do it. Cause then I have like a new school R&B version of that.
Well, I already know mine. It's easy, but I want you to go first, Jazlyn.
No pressure. No pressure.
Okay.
There are no wrong answers.
Lauryn Hill.
Knew it.
Jill Scott. Badu. Oh,
that hurts.
So
but
sorry.
I'm not mad at that.
Jill.
I knew you was going there.
Badu.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill.
I knew you was going to do that. I think I'm going Lauryn Hill, Miseducational Lauryn Hill, Baduism, and then Jill Scott.
You are always total opposite of me.
We're
everybody
all
was totally
I
different.
got another one.
This is for the new
SZA's
school?
Control.
Okay.
Ari Lennox, Shea Butter Baby. Summer Walker's Over It.
What the heck?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. You ready, Jazlyn? Because I'm over. Okay. Number 1.
This 3 always changes.
Number
for
1,
me.
Over It.
I'm not mad at it.
2, Shea Butter Baby. 3, Control for me.
Okay.
I would say Over It. Control. Shea Butter Baby.
I think I'm doing Over It, Shea Butter Baby, Control.
We're totally
only
different
because. No, I think ours are the same.
Yeah.
Ours are the same.
Yeah, they were, huh?
Only because, and I think I like Ari Lennox's album more. But then, damn, he know how I feel about them talking in the song. I love them damn garbanzo beans, but baby, make it a separate track.
Let me go check on these garbanzo beans.
See if they cooked
Damn
yet.
it, Courtney. Like, oh my goodness.
No, I actually thought that was funny because it didn't give me the same type of vibe like LMA. Like I was like,
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like a spoken word. It was like
Yeah.
a little
Like
glimpse of
interludes.
her personality. And it was cute.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
but when
things
I
that you go back to.
playlist the songs and I'm
doesn't-
gonna
it
hop
doesn't
in the
flow
shower,
right. You right.
I
Just got to start dropping like the you know how they used to have extended versions of songs and then short versions.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, they would have it on the vinyl record. They got to start doing that again.
That was good.
That's
Good
hilarious.
answers, ladies. Good answers, ladies.
Well, let's go back to the album and collaborations. What role do collaborations play in your creative process? You like working with other artists or other songwriters and producers?
Worked with a couple different songwriters, producers. I wanted the project to kind of feel all over the place to reflect an identity crisis.
Right.
So I wanted, each song to be a completely different vibe, even mixing wise. Like it was very entirely different. But I had a few writers, and I think that's always important because I might like see the vision in my head, but I won't know how to execute it fully.
Right.
Whereas if I tell someone, they can help bring it to life.
True.
So I had great people help do that for sure.
That's good. And it always working. It's good, like brainstorming with other creative people. You don't realize what it'll bring out of you.
Yeah, you might hear something or think something that I may not think, and I'm like, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
You just didn't know how to feel it or
Yeah.
say it. What do you want listeners to take away from your music?
That's a great question. I feel like, I don't know if this is weird, but like,
This is
to
weird. It's
heal
your opinion. Yeah.
a little bit. I feel like art does a beautiful job of reflecting the reality of people, and I would want people to heal and feel seen and feel loved, especially because, I don't think identity is talked about a lot necessarily. It's not. And, I think everyone has gone through it, and everyone continues to go through it because we're constantly changing and evolving. And, it's the duality of being human. It's like, am I bad? Am I good? We're both.
Right.
And, like, we have to be okay with that.
At the same damn time.
Yeah. And so I think, it's a story that's not really talked about. And really, identity crisis was birthed from, me being biracial, too. Like,
Yeah, let's talk about that. Get deep.
Let's get deep. I didn't really notice it until probably middle school or high school when I heard the little comments.
Of course.
But I was a child. I didn't know what they meant. And then growing up, I was like, why did my Mexican friends want to stay in the house and not get darker? Like, what were they trying to say about that? Or like, why was everyone telling me, encouraging me to straighten my hair?
Right.
Like, I think growing up, like, or especially like, now, like, you just don't know where you fit and where you belong. And it's like, you have to choose one. You can't be both.
Right. That's
You
what
know?
the world makes you feel
Yeah,
like you
the
have
world
to.
makes you feel
Right.
like that, and so it's like the world told me who I was instead of me deciding who I was. And I didn't really grow up really connected to my Mexican roots, like I don't really speak Spanish. I didn't listen to, Mexican music. So I went home to, a Black household,
Right.
food, music, everything.
Culturally, right?
Yeah, culturally for sure. And so I think when you get older, I don't know, people place these ideas on you,
Yeah,
and it's
you
like
literally have an identity crisis.
Yeah, it's like, oh, maybe I should be more Mexican. Maybe I should be more Black. Well, what does
Right.
that mean? How do you be more of those things? And,
Totally agree.
My parents did a beautiful job, and it's something that they can't fix, But, yeah, it's just,
Takes being comfortable in your skin, because you being you is you being Mexican and Black. Like, simple as that.
R&B only.